Hi everyone, this is John. Hey, I've been, let's see, where have I been? I've been all over the place. I'll just keep my hand in the camera. We don't like to cut anything off. But me and Chaina, we've been out on the trail. We're down here at the steamboat landing. I just got back. I flipped my motorhome around, put my solar panels in the sun. I'm going coconuts, baby. At least I'm going my way. I'm just following the sun. I'm a sun runner is what I am. I'm a son of a bitch. What was I thinking? Oh, what was I thinking? God is so funny. God is so funny. Me and him, I go out and, with great work and stuff, God gives you wisdom. And I have the time and the luxury to take my time and work out really hard and stuff. As far as I'm concerned, it's pretty fucking hard because I just don't know anybody that could fucking work out 5 hours fucking straight packing a chain and going from steamboat landing down that way towards the new construction of the new condominiums, where I wouldn't mind having one, and where the cruise ship lines come into Camas. So if you want to take a cruise ship, Lines American Cruise Ships is in the vicinity, and I see him here, going up the waterway and stuff, and you can have an adventurous, weekend out here. That's pretty expensive. Or you can come out here and you can see me up at Beacon Rock or Lake, Lacamas Lake, or Round Lake up there. I like to walk up there. I like to walk on this new trail. Well, it's not a new trail, but they put new bathrooms in down at the other park on 3rd Street going up to Lacamas Lake. They're really nice. They're super nice, although they don't have the bathrooms doors marked correctly as far as I'm concerned. The men are on the right-hand side, and they deserve to be in that fucking room, even if it's closer to the fucking trail. Believe me, that bathroom's going to be used more because the way that they created it anyway. So you want to go to the left-hand side of the room anyway, because every Tom, Dick, and Harry's going to go in that bathroom to the right because it's closest to the trail and stuff. It's close to the shithole, you could say. But anyway, it's the right-hand side of the room. And ladies, you're from the left-hand side of Adam's rib. And I could tell you about marriage ceremonies too. The man comes in, the man's over here, the woman's over here, and by the time that the marriage gets spun around, the man's over here, the woman's over here, and women, you're out of the equation, and man, you're right in the fucking shitter in the right hand door. And women, if you goddamn knew, you don't have to know better, but I'll tell you, Eve's being punished for man sin now. Man sin with a dick. And men, you are not no man. I'll tell you that. You are pussy through and through. And I might like pussy, but I won't suck cock. Now, ladies, you may suck cock because you may like cock. Cock-a-doodle-doo. Any cock will do. Well, gee, a lot of you women have dildos and girlfriends. I understand that one too. Hey. More power to you. Hey. They can't cut you off where they don't know where it comes from, huh, ladies? How do you like that one? And by the way, ladies, they can't cut me off when they don't know where I get it from. And neither can you. By the way, what happens in our room with the ladies, it's our fucking business because Eve wants me to talk to you. And by the way, here, some of you are going to sleep with me, and some of you are not. Some of them I'm going to approve, and some of them I'm not. Some of them Eve's going to approve, and some of the ones that I pick, Eve is not. So Eve's going to be very goddamn selective in this whole goddamn process, because when she comes in, she's going to have a 3-ring circus. And she don't mean fucking maybe. So anyway, prepare on that one. Hey, don't goddamn do it, because you know what? I've got fucking women anyway. I like to just tell you that I've got chatterbait women. And by the way, some of these chatterbait women just love me to come out to their place and stay. And even show up on chatterbait with them and have a fuck of a good time. And you know what? There's a few of them that I consider doing that with. Very selectively, too. And by the way, if Eve comes into play, it's going to be a 3-ring circus on Chatterbait. And I mean it. From all sincerity, there's a lot of men that probably would like to be in the position that I'm in. But I tell you, for every goddamn position that I'm in that's good, I've been playing checkers with a bunch of fucking derelicts, evil fucking spirits, and people that outright wanted people outright fucking killed. And saying that, that woman right there had eyes for me, and she is gorgeous. I have never seen that woman before. Oh, and you know when a woman looks at you and she's got that look like, hey, that guy's cute. That woman just did it. And I'll bet you that woman, I don't even want to bet. I don't want to do it. You know what? What things happen will happen, and they do happen. But, you know, I just want you to know that it's Yahshua inside the cup, Yahshua outside the cup. And let's talk about these bathrooms, you know, this walk, everything that I done today. All these great people that I met today. The Holy Father's totally pleased with me. When I go out and I get to meet people and they see me with this chain, and they're like, this is phenomenal for them to see somebody out there fucking doing this. And by the way, it's nothing but just a walk through the park with me. You know what? The toughest things in life are just waiting for you to conquer. And by the way, they're not as tough as you goddamn think. It's Yahshua inside the cup, it's Yahshua outside the cup. And by the way, find a mentor today. You know, if you got somebody that you could look up to and stuff, maybe you should look up to that person and say, what does this person do to make things better? And by the way, Yahshua inside the cup, Yahshua outside the cup. Once you get this Jesus bullshit out of your life, and even these people that are Jesus freaks out of your fucking life, just divorce them. Just like I'm going to divorce every fucking night. Only the people that makes God happy will make me happy. Because to be honest with you, hardly anybody makes me fucking happy. To the extent that I want you to put God Almighty first and foremost. And remember that you have Yahshua's blessing to go right through Yahshua and go right through to the Holy Father. And, you know, deal with Him directly. And these things that are going on in these churches, I will tell you, this is nothing more than fucking snake oil. What? Snake oil? Yeah. It's passing off the Word of God, but putting a subtitle on it, Jesus. Yahshua is no fucking subtitle. And that's exactly what the Holy Father said to me today. Yahshua is no fucking subtitle. And that's going to be in the title of the title right here. And that's what your problems are in this world. Not just in America, but America has a terrible fucking problem. And the problem is you've got Satanism inside that church, black magic, every goddamn thing else, voodoo, all of these different things, and you're fucking hiding the fact, you know, Jesus, and you're getting power out of satanic activity. But it's been unplugged. You ain't gonna find it like you used to. Yahshua is the name of the Lord. And, you know, for all of you churches that are going to be open on Sundays, you know, you might just say it's a Sunday school and you're going to be teaching people now instead of preaching bullshit. Because I'll tell you what, you poor preachers are nothing but fucking fake teachers selling snake oil instead of the holy Word of God labeled with the Holy Father Son's name that is not a subtitle. And who invented this English language anyway? Because it's only been around for like 500 or 600 years. Do you think the English language was around 2,000 years ago? Well, you've been deceived. And this whole language change, you say something in the very beginning to this person, and it's the goddamn gospel. And once you came out all these years and say it, now they've put it, and they say a subtitle is the fucking gospel. Now, how do you feel today? And did you hear that? I know there's a car revving up as it's going by. Noises don't bother me like they used to. On Friday the 13th of 12, hey, everything's gone. I don't have to wear earplugs. I don't have to wear nothing. I am blessed. Now, let's get back to what we were just talking about. Joshua is no subtitle. You got it? And if you want to fucking get quivery about Jesus, 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 that's because you're dealing with a fucking cult. And as for this Sunday schools that you should have instead of preaching, because you are pretty poor preachers for teaching snake oil, deception and deceit, for money. Let's have a bingo parlor too. How about a bowling alley also? Bowling alleys are good. They make lots of goddamn money. That's why they did what they've done. Not just there's one bowling alley. They've invested in 10 bowling centers from what I know of. West Side Lanes, Chehalis Bowl, Fairlane's Bowling Center, I don't know if they got any perks and stuff because they were right there and they were involved in those people. Danny Kostick said, if they ever find out what we've done, John, they'll hang us. Well, treason against the United States is very, very hangable, yes, and just like all the rest of the things. And another thing, and I've told everybody, last Thanksgiving I wanted Rick Rife out of prison because he never murdered the Merwins. No. Rick Rife is an absolute innocent man, and my brother Jerry goddamn knows it. Jerry, Jim, Patty, you were all up here at the same time that the Merwins got murdered. And by the way, I showed Bruce Kimsey your face, Jerry, and then he went after Rick Rife after his brother died and couldn't help him and defend his own brother. He didn't have a leg to stand on. It was a perfect frame job, I may add. And my name's John Wright, and you're not. And you never fucking will be. And by the way, you're lucky you're not, because you may have not have made it like I have, because I am proper with the Holy Father. I may not be perfect. I'm a sinner. But at least I know when I've sinned, and to confess my sins to the Holy Father, right any place I am. This is your closet. This is your temple. You do not need to go confess it to a Catholic priest. I've sinned, and that pervert's in there jacking off. What? The Catholic churches have never done anything wrong behind their closed doors. Yes, they have. They're nothing more than a cult, and they accept the things that they do wrong as it's okay. Well, it's not. It's Yahshua inside the cup, Yahshua outside the cup. Nothing else is accepted. You can say anything you want against me. I don't give a fuck. You know why? Because when you're dealing with the Holy Father, you're dealing with Satan and Eve, and it's not my problem no more. And right up here is this here book that I got from Susan Donahoe. And I keep telling you guys about this book that I have right here. It's the Bible. If I get pissed off and I start hitting it with my fist, you guys have earthquakes and stuff around the earth. We've already found that out in the past. If you watch the videos, you'll know I'm telling you the truth. You see? And by the way, I've got a contract, and I got to deal with the Holy Father, Satan, and Eve. And by the way, me and Eve, we're going to be together at the end of this here Satan is going to be actually brought back to his spot next to the Holy Father on the left-hand side. And by the way, Judas Iscariot, that man will be saved too. But you know what? Judas Iscariot paid a terrible fucking price for all the heat that he got. And the Lord told him, Joshua told him what was going to happen before it ever happened. He told everybody in that room. And if you think Judas Iscariot had any other choice but to do what he did, he had to do it. Just like I had to do it. Just like you'll have to do it. You know? You'll go through a fucking lot, and you'll burn in hell a lot longer. And you'll have a lot worse luck in the life that you have here that's left. But I will tell you, you'll have better luck with Joshua inside the cup, Joshua outside the cup. You'll think better. You'll think more about yourself. You'll know that God wants you to respect your body and treat it as if it's something special, because you are special. You are so special that God took his time and created each and every one of you. I could just go on and on and on, but I don't have time for this no more. And I hear George. That's it. Hey, Jerry, do you remember that? George said those very words. I don't have time for you no more. But he set up and he said, I'm going to challenge you one more time, John. And that's what's brought us here. My dad was a Zodiac killer. My dad was D.B. Cooper. My dad was a goddamn murderer. But he was my dad and he wasn't yours. And he's not my father. My Father is the Father that's in heaven. And we went over that today too. And Satan is God's creation. And what's between God and Satan is between God and Satan. And ladies, you're on the left-hand side of the room. Get it? And men, you're on the right-hand side of the room. So ladies, when you can, hit that bathroom on the left-hand side in remembrance to Eve. No matter what these bitches do, they're gonna fucking lose. They can't win. And women are superior over men. And that's one of the things why Eve was created at the very beginning. But you men don't want to hear that shit. You want to wear your little red hats like you're fucking God, little red riding hoods, and the whole goddamn 9 yards. And by the way, you continue this, you're blotted out because you thought you were God, and you will continue wearing a red shirt or a red hat to fucking prove it to everybody that you feel you're superior over to everybody that's in my view, and you are fucking crossed out. I want to see women with red shirts on. I want to see women with red panties on. But I see men with red shorts and red panties and red shirts. Hey, what's your name? Did your folks name you a certain name that you could make you bisexual? You know, Tony, you could be a Tony the Tiger, the tough motherfucker. Or you could be Tony that was dressed in a dress and had makeup put on you, and now you're fighting for your own fucking survival over being a man or being butt fucked like a woman. Some women like it in the ass, and some men fucking love it in the ass. And I'll tell you what, the asshole's an exit hole, not an inlet hole. I mean, hey, I've been to fucking medical school. Don't goddamn tell me fucking things that are true or aren't true. I'm pretty fucking scientific when it comes down to it. And when things go bump in the night, I usually say, what the fuck caused this? Ding dong, the witch is dead. I'm Adam. Eve and Satan is in hell. And when I go to sleep, they fucking love it because they get to come out and fucking do whatever they want to do. Eve can come out and party and go into people and out of people and have a fabulous fucking time and even fuck men. And that's just goddamn it. And Eve says to me, John, you can do anything you want. There ain't nothing you could do, John. And by the way, Donald Trump says he could go out on 5th Street and shoot somebody. I'm telling you, I could kill every fucking buddy. And the Holy Father is never going to punish me for it. But then again, why would I break the fucking law? I don't like the residual effects. I don't like treating people terrible. That's the furthest thing from my fucking view that I want to see, is people being treated terrible and garbage not being cleaned up. Matter of fact, I put a sign on the bathroom wall because they finally opened it up, you know, and I open now and I put new carpets, new drapes, you know, new flooring, hey, air conditioning, you know, like this. The first time that I wasn't here, my motorhome was here, they said, he's not here. Somebody ripped off the fucking sign, threw it down, and just ripped it up inside the doorway. That shows your mentality. And by the way, the person that does that, I hope you watch this video to know that you have done something so goddamn severely wrong. And by the way, you're going to fucking pay. And Satan and Eve can fucking go right after you, because I see the residual effects. And by the way, it's just like DNA fucking went just right back to you, because now you've seen it here. And Satan and Eve sees the reflection. And there's no way of getting out of this. It's a fail-safe plan that the Holy Father has. And by the way, God will use dirt to clean up dirt. And I tell you, I'm a sinner. But because I tell the truth, I am blessed. And like these people that was here yesterday panhandling to me, are you calling me a panhandler? He got to the point, he says, well, I'll be fighting. Oh, well, you be fighting. I'll be just starting right over here waiting for you. It didn't take too long before him and his wife got the fuck out of here. These little Jesus freaks out here wanting to fucking build little pilliums and stuff like this, they fucking described the same thing as I told them. I walked over and picked up a gas can. I walked over to him and handed it to him. I said, you might want to take this with you. People usually leave this when they're marking their territories. Just like somebody left a red gas can here to mark their fucking territory, and I picked it up and I put it in the goddamn garbage can. And by the way, the Camus worker, the tall guy that I know, he used to talk to me. I guess he's too goddamn good to, you know, I know you're too good to fucking talk to me, you know. You wouldn't want to be talk to me, you know, like that. But I told everybody the truth about my relationship with the Holy Father that supersedes any fucking thing you think. And by the way, if you think that you have a relationship with the Holy Father and you're in Sunday school, it's because you had a relationship with Satan. And he thinks he's God. He's the God of this world. Oh yeah, you're right. And like I said, we're still in a fallen world. But I'm Adam. Even Satan's in prison. We got a fucking deal. And by the way, I don't have a deal with none of you. But I got a deal with them. And everybody that I love and dies is in the top layer of hell. I mean, I could even pull for my brother Jerry that he's a top level hell player when he goes to hell. You know why? Because even though how much I fucking hate Jerry Wright and I want to rip his goddamn ass apart, I still love you, Jerry. But you fucked up. You fucked up. You guys went after Matt Wright. And you guys really fucked up. So if you can't please the Holy Father, you can't please me. And if I ever get my hands on you, I'm going to rip you apart, motherfuckers. And that goes for the rest of you goddamn bitches, too. And don't you ever fucking forget it, Jerry, how goddamn fucking mean I am. And I am going to fucking show you how goddamn vicious I am. You fucking maggots. And I'm so fucking nice until you fucked with the Holy Father's son, the Holy Father's friends, and the Holy Father's future place for you. Whether it's in heaven or burning in hell for fucking eternity. Here's Donald Trump's book. I sent this to that fucking loser president that you got of the United States of America. Would anybody fucking Republican like to fucking stand up and hear a goddamn earful from me And I'm talking about all the fucking sheriffs. Send me your goddamn representatives, and I'll tell you how much I fucking think of you. You clean up your sheriff's office, and everybody that's been on the force for over 15 fucking years, you haven't solved cases, get the fuck out. You don't deserve to be there for your 20 fucking years. And by the way, 15 adds up to 6. You're fucking dead, as far as I'm concerned. You got that? The Holy Father's serious, I'm serious, and the Holy fucking Satan and Eve, the Holy Trinity, is fucking pissed off at you. You want to know what the 4 horsemen is? The Holy Father, Satan, Eve, and Adam, from what I understand. Republicans, you're red like lava and you're going to burn in hell forever. How's that? You like me now? But I'm telling you the truth, and I wish everybody a great day. You know, I had a fabulous day. I get here, and somebody will fucking rip off the bathroom wall. And you know what? People will fucking think that place isn't open. They may even crap their pants. Why would somebody do something like that? That open sign was there for them, and it was good enough to work for them. But they wouldn't want that open sign to work for somebody else. How fucking ridiculous. I took the time of energy to do something nice for one of you, and if one person's guilty, you're all fucking guilty. You are all guilty for that man ripping off that sign right there, is the way God looks at things. Because if one person in this nation's doing something wrong, it means this nation has no backbone to stand up to the laws of the laws, common laws of people. How do you not find it offensive? And those that do this thing, do you smoke cigarettes? Are you a Republican? Think about what you are. Do you drive a red car? Are you fucking hot? Or do you drive a black car and a man because you're just goddamn fucking brutally fucking hot? A black's a chick's number like Eve. Black dress, a chick. A fucking red lipstick. And red fingernails polished. Fucking whore. Eve! Men, you're a whore. Republican whores. And by the way, women, you're excused. Men can't rip off being a fucking woman. They wish they could be a woman because they're into transgender, getting it from men. I hear this from women all the time. That's why women are ashamed of men. A lot of women are ashamed of them because they want transgender. I deal with women on Chatterbait. I deal with people from all over the world, not just the local people here in Camas. And by the way, these women are beautiful. They fucking been out in the world and they goddamn know. You know, you just can't know somebody. You can't cut me off where you don't know where it's coming from. I'm getting all the fucking pussy I want in the world, girls. I wouldn't mind having a little bit more. I like that when Eve comes into the whole goddamn thing. But you know what? Hey, Eve will send somebody, and we're gonna have fucking party time anyway. And by the way, we'll just talk about this next time maybe. And you have a great day. And who loves you, baby? The Holy Father loves me, and He only loves people that I love. People that I don't love, He don't love. And by the way, women are out of the equation. Women, God loves you. There's nothing that you could do wrong in the eyes of the Holy Father, because Satan's going to pay for what he goddamn got you guys into. And that's just the truth. And by the way, Adam and Eve's both going to pay because Adam already paid. It's Eve's turn, and I'm making it really easy on Eve. Here's a red car. There's 2 women in it. Women drive red cars, possibly. Oh, and you know, men Men know that women love firemen, so they drive the red. We got a red car. Well, that's like Shania Twain. Well, you got a car. That ain't much. So you're a rocket ship scientist, etc., etc., etc. Well, I'm the Holy Father's son, and can you beat that? Donald Trump can't do what I do. And by the way, ladies, you're out of the equation. I'll be the president, just a write-in president. You know what I mean? Overwhelming, write-in, I beat him, hands down, and get this garbage out of town. And I'll have good workers working for the United States of America. If that's what I have to do, I'm going to be the fucking #1 contender and do it for the Holy Father. Because what? He loves the people. He loves handicaps. He wants to see handicaps come up and rise above their fucking bullshit that they've been led into, or even got a bad name of being. Because with the placards that I see that's blue for women, hey women, they put a placard for you, blue for a woman, as this is your bathroom sign, but woman, the handicap sign's blue over there too, so women, you're handicapped, but red cars parked on them. My God, is everybody colorblind? Left is right and right's left? Because down here, they knocked out the wall down there at that port, and they put the man's bathroom on the left-hand side, and they put the women's on the right-hand side, and they fucking switched that. And when I brought that to the attention, they fucking 86'd me down there because I was on to what the fucking city was doing. City or the port or whoever taking it on their purpose for their goddamn political agenda to flip this country. And by the way, it was all Zodiac. It was all fucking what it was is what it was. It's John F. Kennedy's fucking assassination. And this Republican Party is the exact ones that had every goddamn thing to do with it, right down to Richard Nixon running against President John F. Kennedy, and John F. Kennedy won, and then he got assassinated, and then Johnson took over, and then we got the Johnson's store up in Port Angeles, Washington, the Johnson's dirty bookstore, the Highway Market. You know, the Zodiac was doing this. He put a sack over his house with a Highway Market with a, you know, it's a grocery store that they're running fucking illegal shit down out in Port Angeles, Washington, 101. My dad's house is down on 5th Street. 5th Street, just like Donald Trump's on 5th Street, you know, and it's down there, and today it's painted sheriff's green, but they had it painted pink, like John F. Kennedy's wife put on that pink dress prior to the assassination of the husband. Don't hit the chick in the pink dress. You can't kill the fucking woman. You want to kill the president. You know, the president of the United States. Bonnie, she told me, we did him a favor. That's what they said about Terry Shortridge too. I heard, we did him a favor. We did John F. Kennedy a favor because why? Because John F. Kennedy was in pain. Because John F. Kennedy was taking pain pills. Because John F. Kennedy was a good man. That was a hero in the U.S. Navy that saved people. He was the officer that ran a PT boat, and he was actually an absolute gunfighter, and he actually saved people while being injured in the condition he was. He was a national hero, and this Republican Party snuffed him out. I just want you to know the goddamn fucking truth. And now this Republican Party, Richard Nixon, hey, Ronald Reagan wasn't really a bad guy, and Ronald Reagan really did something great for the fucking military that the other presidents didn't do with our new stealth bombers and stuff. You know, the stealth came out during the Reagan time, and by the way, it was at the right time, at the right place, dealing with Gorbachev. And if you don't know anything about fucking history, I goddamn do. Anyway, I'll talk to you later when we get it straighter, but I'll tell you what, me being happy is essential to your fucking happiness and the world to calm down. Because when the rock comes into action and I goddamn do my thing, the quiver of the fucking earth happens. It's just like me slamming that thing. I go out there and grab a staff and I start whacking it on the earth. You guys had an earthquake out here. The other day you had an earthquake out here. It was a 4.4. And that was the day that they wanted me to throw the fucking rock. And I was like, this is coming, I believe, from Satan. But I'll tell you, like I said, God will use dirt to clean up dirt. So when this here is happening and I'm like that, and I'm being activated, I'm being told that all of us has to work together, and I don't want to fucking hold back anymore. And I want to do exactly what the Holy Father says, because if it makes him happy, it makes me happy, and if it makes me happy, it makes him happy. Now, if the Holy Father wants this to happen, he's going to make this fucking happen with or without me. You goddamn got it? But for me showing my willingness to Satan and Eve and everybody in hell, I'm the #1 rated superstar in hell, even if I'm not the #1 rated superstar with you. I would rather please the Holy Father than I would you, I guess. And to tell you the truth, what I do for Satan and Eve makes it better on Satan and Eve and everybody is in hell. So if you're going to hell, I'm even going to make it better for you. You goddamn got that? Because that's what the fucking deal is. I have to eat the best food. I have to go out and see fucking scenery. I have to see fucking beauty. I can't fucking see garbage. I can't go down to goddamn these grocery outlets and stuff and fucking want to see shit. I don't mind going down there and seeing people that I love. They fucking smile when they see me. But these other bitches, it's just like these people fucking smile too much and they want to take their smile away from them even. I goddamn know how these backbiting bitches are. You hide in the fucking churches and then you cause havoc other places. Hey, there's good people in the church and you may be logged into a cult as long as you're giving them money. You're fucking everything to them. But if you stop giving them money, they're going to start bitch moaning and complaining because they're nothing but they need more and they need new members and stuff, and they got to keep this goddamn thing going. And that's how desperate your fucking churches are. You don't get no fucking miracles out of your churches. You just get them begging for fucking money and stuff. And you know what's really funny is another thing that hit me in the Holy Father today, and the Holy Father hit me with, was here we are all blessed. Here we are all blessed. All of us that has houses, all of us that has Corvettes, all of us that has good properties and stuff. And these backbiting bitches want to steal it all, and they don't even want to work for their fucking living. And they're like panhandlers and panhandlers and panhandlers. And you're the ones that have, and we're the hands that haves not. But these bitches, they're so holy, they don't even want to get their fucking hands dirty. How could you earn money when your hands are up like this, being like, you're under arrest? You know, you've got a fucking track record so goddamn bad that no one wants to hire you. You got it? You fucking played your car perfect. I can't even get work. I believe in Jesus. Help me. You pathetic fuckers. I want you banished. Jesus Christ is nothing more than a fucking cult. And you've lived the life of luxury panhandling off of a subtitle to the Holy Father's Son's name. Now, do you see how pissed off the Holy Father is? Because I goddamn feel it right now. Now, hey, I'm just going to get off here now, or I can go on for another 20 minutes, and that'll make it a whole fucking hour. It's 40 minutes. Like 40 years in the fucking desert. God had me on a 40-year pillage from the time that Terry Shortridge got murdered to the time that this stuff went around, I think. Anyway, hey, I'll talk to you later. Add up the years, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.